as you can see, I'm sitting on this very lovely rug. I have to admit that initially I was not thrilled about the rug. I thought that there was a lot going on with it, and I was pulling my hair out secretly trying to determine how to design around it. Our first order that we talked about paint, and once we had the paint finalized, I felt a lot more comfortable. But you can see that the rug, it has a lot of really brilliant color. It has Chinese dragons, it has coral, it's 100% wool, and it's been in Chloe's family since the 1930s. So there's no way this rug was not going to be a part of the design. When we first saw this place, it had a totally different feel. The paint was very dark, very rich, did not feel like Chloe at all. We had consulted regarding the rug and already decided that we wanted to do a more warm and vibrant space. What we came up with was this paint that you see now. It's yellow. The exact color name is Breathless, and it's by C2 Paint. I love these chairs. These chairs, it just happened that Chloe, a very lucky coincidence that Chloe and her mom wandered into Mitchell Gold and Bob Williams right down the street, and they saw these chairs and they loved them. 3 weeks prior, I'd been in the same store and I saw the chairs and I loved them, and I took a picture of them. So when Chloe told me about the chairs, I'm like, I know exactly which chairs you're talking about. I love them, and yes, you need to get them, and they need to be in the space. And here they are. As I said earlier, the space was very dark. I think in here, the previous owner used, the paint was an eggplant color. It was very deep purple, and again, it just did not feel like Chloe. We decided to go with a blue, which was one of her favorite colors that she grew up in her childhood bedroom. And this blue is plutonium, and it also is by C2. In the bedroom, there was a chandelier. It was iron. The bulbs were visible. It was very jarring and very just disruptive to the space. Chloe wanted something that was a little bit more dainty and more subtle. We decided to go with this chandelier from Pottery Barn. It has the crystal drop, and it leaves a lovely lighting effect on the ceiling. This is Chloe, and we're in her kitchen, and we're talking about paint because, as you can see, it's very minty and green, and we want something that's a little more subtle.
Yeah. Once I had the rest of the apartment painted and we'd selected the colors, this felt really wrong. It didn't feel that wrong when I first saw the place, but now it's gotta go.
So we've narrowed it down from about 8 colors to 2, and those 2 are Archival and Hayden Hall. They are both by C2, which is my favorite paint, and I guess, well, now that we've already figured out, I don't really know how to talk about it because...
Well, I could say what I was looking for in a paint color is something that works with the backsplash, because I like the backsplash and I want to keep it, but also now fits in with the colors that we have in the rest of the apartment, because it's a small apartment. So from the kitchen you can see the living room, from the living room you can see the bedroom and the kitchen. So it has to be something that works with all of those colors, but doesn't set a different tone, doesn't set a different kind of feeling. Luckily, DeChelle picked out a bunch of colors, and I think there are a couple that will work with the white cabinets, but also will work if I change the cabinets in a couple of years. I had concerns about doing another pastel color because there's sort of softer colors in the rest of the apartment, and I didn't want to make it look like a baby's bedroom. So
my personal preference, I kind of like this Hayden Hall, but it's green and it matches, it coordinates with the backsplash tile. There's enough of a change in the color that it doesn't blend into the cabinetry. Chloe's concern is that it will give the apartment a very pastel-y, childlike feel. So then our other option is Archival, which also works well with the tile and the cabinetry.